Alrighty, can you hear me? Question of the day. And hopefully see me as well now. How do we turn this timer off? There we go. Alrighty. So, again, we're still working on the Goosebumps scene. Let's see if I can, this one here. And what else? We're doing shoes today. So I've been working on it a little bit in the background while I've been away sick, just here and there. And so I've got the book in place. I've started giving everything a bit of a curve. And yeah, what else? What else? So let's bring our document back to full size. And we'll turn off all the things we don't need right now. That shouldn't be in here. That should be in walls. Okay. And where's our book? There's our book. All right. So I don't know if you've noticed, but my shoe is I modelled it sideways instead of on the floor, but that's okay. It'll still work. My brush size seems a little large. So this is the work we've done, well, that I've done on the shoe while everybody has been celebrating Halloween. So we've got a few of the stitching details in, a little bit of the rubber that's at the front, and I'm yet to do the pattern that's on the bottom, but that's okay. Alrighty. You're trying to come up with some more space ideas. Ooh. What were your space ideas for? I reckon a Christmas tree full of space decorations would be quite fun. Alrighty. So I think what I'm going to do is make the path for the laces using a thing called Z-spheres. So I'll just select the bottom one, insert a Z-sphere, and then we get this giant thing here. And to move it, we actually have to push W on the keyboard, and then we can move it wherever we want. It's a bit funny, this tool. If we want to make it smaller, we have to push E for scale. I don't know why E is scale. And then we can make it smaller. W to move it around. And we'll just put it sort of around here. Hydrate! Alright. Hey crew. J-Crew 3D. I got a new command in my chat. Hang on, let me do this. There we go. Go check out J-Crew 3D. She does awesome 3D art on Twitch. Alrighty. So what were we doing? Making this thing smaller still. It's too big. Alright, let's try that. So then if I want to make another one, I have to push Q first. And then obviously I can make it sort of any size you can see here. But if I hold down Shift, then it snaps to the same size as the first one. And that's what I'm going to be doing. Yeah, no problems, J-Crew 3D. I don't know how you say that nicely. J-Crude? J-Crude. Okay, so you see I like drag both of these together. That's because my brush size is too big. So I just make it very small. I should be able to just move one at a time. Whoa, I'm having trouble with my Space Mouse today. I moved it and now it's just not in ideal position. Alrighty, cool. So there's one there and then, oops, draw another one out over here. Whichever is easier. Alrighty. Excellent. J. Crew. And then I don't actually have to like draw them all out from the ends each time. What I can do is just click any one of these middle areas after pushing Q to create, and it just puts one in there for me. And that can just give me a bit more fidelity on the curve. A bit nicer, just a little bit. All right, let's go to transparent. So this is all super exciting. Of course. Oops. Yep, Control Z. And yeah, so we're just going to go up and lace all of these. And then after that comes some more interesting stuff when we start using curves. And then we'll get a shoelace in there. Yeah, it'll be pretty good. All right. So what you up to today, crew? You still working on that the dragon and the mouse? The big wheel? That's pretty cool. Oh, what happened there? Oh, I pulled the wrong one, that's why. There we go. Been out all weekend. Just settling back into home. Oh God, lots of cleaning, my word. It never ends. Never ends. Yeah, I was very sick last week, so I haven't really done a lot. I don't have a lot of news. But I'm feeling a lot better now. Much, much, much better. So that's really good. I'm actually feeling energetic and super excited to be back working again on my 3D stuff. Yeah, thanks. Did we lose that again underneath there? What have I done? Solo. When does that happen? What did I do? It shouldn't disappear. What if I put one in here? Why does it do that? Something crazy going on. Oh, there was two. There was two there, that's why. Alright, so yeah, to delete the Z-spheres, what I did was I held Alt, I pushed Q for create, and then I held down Alt and I tapped it and it disappeared. What are we on? W? Why does it do that? Alright, we're good, we're good. Yeah, Z-sphere shoelaces. So I'm gonna put the Z-spheres in, and then I'm gonna use it as a curve path. So the Z-spheres themselves will not be shoelaces, but they will tell my shoelaces where to go. Oh, thanks, Builders Mark. Thank you. Yeah, it's good fun. I like it. ZBrush is interesting because there's obviously there's artistry involved, right? But there's also a lot of technical stuff that you can really dive into as well. Oh, the mod got you? Oh, let's have a look. Oh, yeah, okay. Silly mod. I see what it thought was going on there. Oops. Yeah, I allowed it. I didn't realize the mod had got it. That's funny. Keep our shoelace at time. Oh, yes, no. There we go. What are you working on at the moment, Thirsty? I can give you a shout out too. Check this out. I've got a new thing in my chat. I've got to play with it now. See, all my streaming friends. Oh, not that one. All my streaming friends going to get shout outs today. There we go. Check out Thirsty Dragon. He does ZBrush and Blender, and I think games as well, maybe. Had to do some props for the medieval shop. Nice. Q. Q to insert a Z-sphere, W to move it. Oh, you do game dev stuff. Oh, cool. Alrighty, I'm going to just add a couple in here as well, because they need to be above this tongue, even though they're under the shoelace, under the, whatever this is, the side bit. And we'll probably move the tongue. How do I do that without moving everything else? Oh, yeah, like that. Probably move the tongue down as well, just to get it out of the way of these lovely, lovely laces. There's too many in there. It's just no. Calm down, Zbrush. It's okay. And then some of this one. There we go. There we go. No. We want to move, you thanks. Move. It's a beautiful day here today. It's coming into summer. The weather's warming up. Flowers everywhere. What's it like? What's the weather like where you're at? Anybody? Anybody? Yeah, okay, so that just disappears if I cross over it. Alrighty. So we go over, under, over. Okay, this one needs to be over as well. Is that right? Or then they'd all be over. Let's get a reference up here. Well, there's different ways to tie shoelaces, of course. Alright, so this is sort of how I usually do mine, where it's just under, over. But I think what would look better, oh, how do I get this up again? Over there. Is if it's, yeah, so one cross over, and then the next is under. That's an undercross, and then that's an overcross, and then we'll probably just have it dangling out from the second from the top. Because who does their laces all the way to the top? I mean, really. It's a high shoe. Alright. That's what I'm going to try and do, I think. It's autumn. Oh, so the leaves are changing colour. We don't have many deciduous trees where I'm at. We have one that's called a jacaranda, and it's got the most beautiful purple flowers. And what happens is all the leaves disappear, and you're left with this tree that's just covered in purple, and you get purple and green all underneath the tree until it loses everything, and then it's, you know, just a tree branch. But yeah, if you want to look up a jacaranda tree, it's pretty nice. So the other thing is I've disabled the auto ads. So, oh yeah, I've disabled the auto ads. What I want to do is, I'll put this timer up in the top. There we go, 25-minute timer. So I'll work for 25 minutes and then stretch my legs, have a break, maybe run an ad. If that's all right with everybody. Maybe make a coffee. I had one coffee this morning. I'm going to draw it out. W to move. Yeah, cool. Yeah, we'll do that. So how's this going to work? Yeah, that works. because then the next one goes, oops, over, and this one will be all under. Did I mess it up here? Nah, we'll just finish the pattern. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So I've cottoned onto this working technique. Excuse me. I think it's called the Pomodoro timer or Pomodoro method. And you work for a certain amount of time and then you take a little break. And then you work for a little bit and then you take a little break. And it keeps your concentration levels a bit higher. So you don't sort of burn out while you're working. And it's also really good for like jobs where you're sitting down all day and obviously like at the computer you get strains from not moving around enough. So if you take those opportunities to stretch your legs, get a drink, all that good stuff. There's the other one, it's down here. Oops, not that one, this one. Cool. Auto save. That means I should save. Okay. I don't trust auto save. I've had a few times where it's just crashed everything. I don't usually save in projects, but with this one, because there's just so many pieces, I thought it's probably worth it to have the backup of the project as well as the tool. The projects get quite big quite fast because they hold all the information, so much information, all the rendering and lighting information, your documents information, all the extra tools, not just the tools in the main list, but anything you might have going on over here as well, which is like sort of separate, completely separate. And all your history, all your undo history, this saves all of that too. So you can see how quickly a project can just get out of hand in size. So I usually just save the tool out. This just saves the geometry rather than anything else. Alrighty, yeah, that's working. Over, under, over, under, over. Alrighty, cool. Any questions, feel free to ask. I either know something or I don't. Yeah. transparency back on so I can see underneath. And you have all my knowledge of ZBrush. Look, I tell you what, if we ever find a way to just download and upload via some sort of USB device or similar brain information, and it's affordable, absolutely, you can have that knowledge. I will share it freely. Alrighty. Yeah, lots of practice. And I think project-based practice is a good way to do it. Something you're interested in, but not too grand of scale. So like a small project, so you could just focus on just a couple of brushes or techniques at a time, and something that's going to keep you motivated. And that's why I choose projects. So if you really enjoy, what have I done here? If you really enjoy something and you want to make some fan art, but just choose something small and have at it. YouTube's a great resource. Michael Pavlovich, his YouTube channel is just packed full of gold ZBrush information. He speaks really fast, but that I kind of like that because you're not watching a huge long video to find out the one little thing you're looking for. You can quickly reach what he's getting at, and then if you need him to slow down, you can just watch it again or slow it down on the player. Right. Oh, what did I do there? Oh, there was nothing hidden. That's okay. So you. Alrighty. I wonder if that's enough. Maybe we'll do one more. Yeah, to the second top. Not W, Q. Mm-hmm. I'll go back down there. There's this sort of inverse kinematic sort of grab you can do here somehow. Grab it and it's got the wrong color. So here, if I grab in the very middle, I can just move the Z sphere independently. If I grab it from the orange edge, it grabs everything after it as well. You can see how that would be good for something like posing, maybe. If you were building a skeleton or a base mesh out of Z-spheres. Oops. There we go. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the bits that dangle out. I'm going over anyway. Maybe I have to take it to the top because this next one will go over. Then we can bring it under for the next one. Unless we just bring this one as a, I don't know, might look a bit funny. Oh, you think so? Thank you. I just sort of fiddle around with it until it sort of looks right. And then after that, there's always a lot of cleanup to do. I think you probably understand builder's mark. Like when I was doing that project for you and the work in progress compared to the finish, you probably noticed the difference in the cleanness of the shapes. So yep, it just takes I think it takes a keen eye and some persistence. Oops. Right, yeah, I'm going to have to take it to the top because of the pattern that I chose. Alright, that's okay. Matt's following. Hi, Matt! Welcome! We are lacing shoes. The process of modeling a click rotation for a satellite dish for an observatory. Oh wow, that's cool. Space stuff, of course. Just isolate this for a second. A toy, of course, yeah. Alright, sweet. Alright, we're almost done with the Z-sphere portion. I mean done, it's put in quite quickly, but we'll see if we need to adjust it or if we'll be able to do the adjustments with the curve after. Oh, well, thanks, Matt. Having a good lunch? You're making lunches, For tomorrow, for school? That's clever. Ah, Matt, you're going to love this then. Because after we do the Z-spheres, I'm going to use them to make the curve. And then we can bring in a custom brush for some flat laces, because these Converse shoes usually came with flat laces, not round like the Z-spheres. And then we can just all nudge it around and it's going to be beautiful. And this will go, make another one here. A lot of my lunches, yeah. I'm lucky at the moment. I only have to make one lunch. Next year will be 2. But I think you have me beat for all time on the number of lunches. Let's turn transparency off and have a look. So we're definitely going to push the tongue in as well to give those laces some space. And do I want to do the dangly bits? I don't know if I want to do them now or add them later. Oh, thanks, Matt. Yeah, I put a bit of time into it. Still have to do the bottom as well. But I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with it overall. Oh, there's a cat on my mouse. There we go. Now we can control it again. Alrighty. We could just save again. Now we've reached the top. And I'll save my file as well, my project. Oops, cancel whatever I clicked over there. It's not working. What's going on? There we go. We're okay, guys. It's saved. I think I'll be able to sort of add the lace, the loose bits later, so I can think about how they're going to fall depending on how I'm going to place the shoe, because one shoe is going to be sort of upright and the other shoe is going to be sideways, probably, if I stick to the reference, which is here. We've got the shoes here, off to the side of the dresser. Oh. Yeah, no worries, Builder's Mark. Alrighty. Alright, let's, I saved everything, that's good. I think it's in stroke, curves helper, and we can copy the Z-sphere chain. So I'm going to push that. The chain is copied. I don't know if I need to draw out. Yeah, so if I just create the curve, it draws out a primitive for it to be on. We can just ignore that for now, and we've got this lovely curve ready to go for the laces. Yes, I saved. Thanks. Thanks, Mark. I absolutely did save. Very, very important. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a brush that I think will work. So let's go have a look at the curve brushes. We got curve flat, maybe. Curve strap, I think. Curve strap will give us a nice look. And then we just got to choose, it's based on draw size. So maybe a bit smaller. We can always change it afterwards. So that's pretty close. We've got some rotational issues here. I might have to go back to the Z-sphere and figure out that rotational issue. Well, let's just split. What have we got here? So we've still got our Z-spheres. We can come back to that curve if we want. What's going on? What brush have I got? Oh, that's why. So there's a few things we could have done. So there's another way we could grab the Z-sphere and grab just some topology from the Z-sphere and modify that with the Z-modeler brush. No, not Move Infinite. Cube timer. Oh, look, our 25-minute timer has gone off. If I turn topological on, I should be able to grab just one lace at a time as well. And then we'll thicken these up afterwards to make them better for 3D printing. Yeah. Pull these ones up a bit more. If a bigger brush might be okay. There we go. think it might be beneficial to go back to the Z-sphere and work out what the rotational issue is over here. And this one was over. We can sort of hide the rotational thing here, going in. We'll do some selection magic maybe. I'm going to put dynamic on. See, it's going to look great. We give it a bit more thickness, and it's going to be awesome. In fact, we could probably just do that now. I wonder if we can polygroup. Oh, look at that. Now, if we do this instead, group front. Could work, maybe not. We'll see. Not a poly. Polygroup all. Maybe I should use my mouse. Yeah, no, look, I broke it. Oh, I know how to do it. We'll go back into there. Go back to the Z modeler brush and go edge actions, polygroup, polyloop. All right, good. And this one too. All right, turn dynamic off. We'll be able to see it better. All right. All right, okay. So not sure why it takes the side as well. So we've got some interesting twists going on. I was not expecting that. But it actually works because a shoelace would be doing this underneath. Oops. And then that's fine. And we have a funky color on there. Oh, I don't know what I've done. Alrighty, we'll just work on this for now. And I'll have a think about what the problem is. And these ones on the top. Maybe if I give it some more points. Whoa. I'll be able to see what it is doing. All things go perfectly on stream, as we all know. This definitely needs a bit of a helping hand here. wonder if there's something I can do in the curves. Because these ones turned out okay, these first ones, and then we got some funky twist on over here. And then this one's okay up here as well. This one's the worst. I'll probably just delete some of these and join them up again. Let's do that. Delete hidden. Better that it's random, gives a more realistic look. Yeah, exactly. Because they will be twisting in real life. I might just turn on double so we can see what's going on. And oh yeah, I remembered how to do that other thing now too. If I take the ends off, I should be able to select the polygroup loops properly. Let's try that again over here. And the edge. Oops. Polygroup. Oh, that's interesting too, isn't it? Look at that. Let's try over here. Zbrush be crazy. Alright, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Definitely something wrong with this section. Alright, so let's delete that one, delete this one. We've got our double turned on. We do. We don't. We do. I don't know what's going on. Not that menu. This one. Double. No. We should make this a bit smaller. Troubleshooting on stream, guys. Check it out. Loop. That one's crazy. This one's crazy. All right. Let's see if we can now. No, it still goes all the way up there. That's so strange. Or maybe it's maybe it's masked. The underneath, so orange up until there. There we go. Troubleshooting literally every stream you have. Yeah, it's like that. It's like that. I come across more problems when I'm streaming than any other time. If I do now a Q mesh or an extrude, we might actually get thicker laces this time. So let's spacebar, Q mesh, polygroup all. Try this one. Wrong polygroup. Maybe solo so I can see. Maybe extrude will be better. Q-mesh does some strange things sometimes. So if I do spacebar, extrude, group all. I didn't want that side edge though. Try again. Still doing something. Let's have a look at what it looks like smoothed. Yes, I know it has problems. Has it got something hidden? Alright, cool. One more time. Alright. This was meant to be nice and easy. Alright. Gotta go to bed. Alright, Matt, catch you around. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. There we go. That looks like it's going in the hole, sort of. Yeah, like that. This would be a little bit more tight, straight, and up. This will come from down there. I think if we work on all the top ones first, and then we'll get the underneath ones better positioned when we move the tongue back. That one looks good. Also, these will be printed quite small, so it's not going to be up for a lot of scrutiny. We've got to make sure the details are large enough to be seen. That's the main thing. Excellent. And then this one. here I am talking about timers and having breaks, and I'm just ignored the fact that that one finished. Alrighty. Not quite what I want. Come this way a bit more. Well, you know, yeah, exactly. Got all the best advice in the world. Don't always follow it. Nice. All right. So I think these ones are looking good. Come up to here. Oh, this was the funky one. The other thing we can do is just take that end and hide it under there, and we'll never even know it had that rotational craziness. And we can close that hole up later and it'll be perfectly printable. You won't tell? You won't tell if I don't tell. Do the same overlapping one. So this one is on the top, the one goes this way. So I'll do the same with this one. We'll go on the top, this one will go underneath. OCD lacing procedures. Oh, don't smooth, it's too strong. Maybe 5. Go. Penguins of Madagascar. You didn't see anything. All right, cat, I need you to get off the table. Thank you. Thank you. Auto save saves the day. So the next big holiday for me is Christmas. And I think for you guys who are watching, I don't think I have any Aussies in here at the moment, but I might do. But for the Americans, I think the next one is Thanksgiving. So what do people do on Thanksgiving that's different to Christmas, except for the gifts? Those penguins are hilarious, by the way. Do they have a movie all to their own? I think they do. Maybe that's what it's called. Penguins of Madagascar. I'm awake. Alright, let's have a look at that. Got a bit wonky here. That's okay. Why does it do that? Okay. These ones. And this side. Alrighty. We are getting there. I kind of like how it rotates. Alrighty, and now this one looks super funky. Whoa, still don't know what's doing that. Turn dynamic off. You can see what we're doing and maybe just manually sort of twist this a bit. Oh, touch my little man. If I touch him, the camera changes. It's a quick way to snap to an angle. It is not what I wanted this time. There we go. We're getting it. There are other ways to do shoelaces. There's, I mean, you could just grab a shape, like a rectangle for this piece, two rectangles for this one, and just sort of plop them in there. Nice straight pieces of geometry. Not sure why I chose to do it this way, just did. And now I'm committed. Let's do this thing. Yeah. I think I'm at a stage now where I am definitely wanting to try out different techniques and seeing where the strengths and the weaknesses lie for those techniques. So I've got a bit of time these days. I have time. I'm not under a crunch. And I think it's only helpful to experiment on occasion. Yeah, I think once I get it a better understanding, because you can actually on the Z spheres there is a rotation. So I talked about Q for create, the sphere, W for move, E for scale, and then you can do R and you can actually rotate. And I think if I played around with that rotation, I could probably get these laces doing the right thing straight off the bat. I might do that another time. I might do that off stream, just sort of play around with that and see what we can, or what I can get going with that. Then I can show you guys another time. So I don't mind this because it's going to get looser at the top because it's an untied shoe. There's no foot inside of it. What else do we need going on here? We want this top one on the top. This one underneath. This one on the top. Alrighty. We're not always doing things the most efficient way, that's for sure. Sometimes we just gotta have some fun. Oops. Gotta do what you gotta do. That's it. Absolutely. Right, this tongue has to move back in places. I'm gonna get a big brush. Start from the top. I think it'll be more back at the top because there's nothing to keep it up. And down here just a little bit. Because the bottom of the shoe is usually just sort of kept a bit more well done up. From laziness, if nothing else. I mean, that is for me. I don't like undoing all of my shoe. Alrighty. Yeah, so this one I'm not in love with. The top cross. Shoe's in the way. Shoe is in the way. Over that, I've crossed it over, that's why I don't like it. Look at that, it's all wrong. Push this one down. Pull this one up. Not that one. That's better. We'll have to clean it up a bit. Alright, now these underneath ones need a pattern too. Should we do the same one over the top, or opposites like this one? If we do the same one. There we go. It's in the way, just delete it. Yeah, we can rebuild it again later. Done it once, can do it again. No problem. Gotta fix that one as well. And so these, yeah, it's just these top ones didn't quite work out with the rotations. So even if I just go back, if I stop it here, get rid of everything above that point, do some more Z-spheres, I think we might be okay. It's got to work out what went wrong. All right, we've been streaming for an hour and a half. And we have all the laces in place, if not perfect, but they're there. That's pretty good, I reckon. Go around the back here. Okay, this one, something funky here. We'll pull this down for a minute. There we go. This one needs to go up. That's all right. It's okay. Could fiddle with this for hours to get this just perfect, but I won't subject you to all of that. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, the top one. Top one's super crazy. All right, let's think about this a different way. We solo that out. Wonder if we can just grab this much, mask it, switch the mask around, not that menu, this one, and then just use the gizmo tool to bring the rotation more front ways. There we go. And a bigger brush. Get that transparency happening again. We want this one in the front. I think if I did this again, I would do one loop for one half and another curve for the other half, so that they would have different poly groups that I could easily move around. Select. So it has to go down. That one has to come up. And it will be coming over here. There we go. All right, let's turn that off. Okay. What happened here? Lots happened here. That's from the rotation we did. Why can't I move it? Oh, it's still. There we go. There we go. Much better already. All right. Let's have a look. What was... Okay, so that's nothing to do with this anymore. Where is that? Where is this? Ah, there it is down the bottom. We can just get rid of that square. We don't need him anymore. And now we have a laced shoe. Still needs a bit of work. I've got to make the laces a bit thicker. I think we'll come in with the inflate brush when we have some more topology and just sort of bring the make it look like the tongue is being sort of pushed in by the laces. Doesn't have it doesn't have the topology to support it right now. I'd have to give it some more, which is fine. It's easy to do. And then after that, work on the base. If I just quickly do a... Oh, don't crash, don't crash. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Oh, I know why that is. We have to grab our shoelaces. Our shoelaces. And geometry, modify topology, close holes. That's what that's doing, so that's crazy, right? Or we can dynamesh perhaps. I'll work it out. It's because we cut holes in it. So this is open here. There's a couple of reasons this is not working. So we can use a smaller brush and spacebar, bridge, 2 polys. This one, this one. Thank you very much, Krusty 3D. Whoa. Bridge edges. So there's that one. This is funky. Where's that other one that I did? Is it over here? There it is. This would be crazy too. I was hoping close holes might just work. I wonder if we auto groups. Why does it have to be similar colors all the time? Makes it really hard to see the difference. Where are my holes? It's right here. I think here to that close it. That did something really crazy. Should probably undo that. Let's try close holes again. There's mesh integrity, fix mesh. That looks better. There we go. Favorite retired little... Yeah, I am retired. Absolutely. There's some funny holes in here. That's alright, we can fix these later. The main thing is we've got something to work on. We've got the shapes all there. Yeah, see, this bottom part turned out pretty good. I feel like I laced this myself. Look how messy this is. It's great. Yeah, retired from my old life. I am now 100% super mum of awesomeness and 3D artist. What else did I want to do? I wanted to make a copy of this shoe that wasn't all in pieces. Let's try this again. Aha. Oh, fun times. It's always something, huh? Anyway, the only reason I wanted the copy was to have a look at it in scene, so that's fine. So here's the scene. Here's our giant shoe. Going to let the rest of the lace and the just hang down, or will they be separate? Yeah, I'm going to build them separately. So first I'm going to, and this is not the finished shoe, but I want to see it in sort of in frame, in scene. So what I'm going to do is put these shoes in place, and then I'll put the dangly part of the lace on afterwards. Then I'll know exactly where it needs to go for like gravity effect and all of that stuff. Another one here. Maybe it's leaning up against the other shoe a little bit. And let's just make it look pretty for the end of the stream. Yeah, it's late. I know, guys. I stream late for you, eh? I'm hoping to maybe, I don't know if I'll get to it next month. Next month's really busy for everybody. But I do want to stream sort of in the evenings, my time, maybe once a fortnight, which will sort of become more accessible to people on the other side of the world. Yeah, so that's looking pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with that. Just fix up a few of those geometry problems on the inside. And then I also need to, if you have a look at my reference here, and I'm going off, I need to make this baseball glove and the drawers, and I guess a sock or two. I'm not sure if I might, I've been thinking whether to make the drawers as part of the unit or to actually make them so you can pull them out. And the sock, I'm wondering, should I 3D model that in? It's going to be a pain in the bum to print, you know, or should I let whoever prints out the model can fill the drawer with little scrunched up bits of whatever to make it look like it's full of clothes. Some decisions to make anyway. Thanks, Builder's Mark. It's the cover art from the Goosebumps book, How I Got My Shrunken Head. And I thought it'd be really fun to have it as a statue, just on a shelf. And then what I realised was when I curved these walls out, they sort of look like the pages like an open book, So what I'm thinking, because I want to put sort of slime coming down the walls for Goosebumps in typical Goosebumps fashion. But on the back here, I've added a book spine. So I can also put some information on the back here. Maybe sort of the title of the book on the back, Goosebumps, and then maybe my signature on the what would be the back cover of the book, so that I don't know, it's just a bit of fun, really. And then this bottom pill will be cut off. It'll sort of be like a rounded, I'm thinking a rounded triangle sort of a shape all together when it's done. Yeah. Alright guys, well, I did not end up running another ad, so oh well. But I will catch you next week, Monday at the very latest, or Sunday your time, again, same time, same place. Or if I can get some time on Thursday, my Thursday, then I will try and stream again then. So that'll be 9 o'clock Wednesday Eastern time in America. Yeah. Have a great night, everybody. Good day to everybody else who might be watching after this. Enjoy your week, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, everybody.